I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A student is handcuffed in connection with an alleged school threat, John Arking reports.
A student was arrested at Flagler Palm Coast High School on Friday after reports that he threatened to shoot up the school in front of two witnesses the previous Friday, December 7th. Authorities say the witnesses did not initially report the incident, but they notified school administrators of the threats after seeing prior reports in the media about similar incidents. School resource deputies conducted interviews with the witnesses and learned that the 16-year-old, Skylar Suarez, spoke to both students about plans to shoot up the school, and he would text them the morning of the shooting so they would not come to school and get hurt. The deputies determined the student had made threatening statements regarding a potential shooting on the school's campus, causing the witnesses to be in fear for their safety. Suarez was charged with false report concerning the use of firearms in a violent manner, which is a felony. Sheriff Rick Staley said this was the sixth juvenile charged in Flagler County while at school since December 7th and urged parents to talk with their kids and remind them it's not a joking matter and that charges will most definitely be sought against those who think otherwise. From the WNCF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News is brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport. Save time, money, and stress. The Daytona Beach International Airport, it's just plain easy.
An elderly Palm Coast woman is killed in a crash. It happened Friday night on US 1 at Seminole Woods Boulevard. Troopers say 85-year-old Catherine Sanford was just a few hundred yards from her home in Integra Woods when she turned left in front of the path of an oncoming SUV. Both vehicles went spinning. The other driver wasn't hurt, but Sanford was found non-responsive at the scene. Due to rainy weather, Flagler's Fireflight chopper was out of service, so she had to be taken by ambulance to Halifax Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Flagler County Administrator Craig Coffey has come under serious fire from the commission recently, and his job is on the line. Commission Chair Donald O'Brien expressed concern that some of Coffey's comments may have damaged the county's relationship with state legislators. Republican State Senator Travis Hudson denied those claims on WNZF's Free for All Friday.
No damage has been done, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot easier for us to do our job in Tallahassee with the electeds calling us rather than coming up, beating their drum, in different committee meetings and or different senators' offices or representatives when Representative Verner and I are so locked in step. That relationship has not been damaged, stressed. There's no need for repair.
When it comes to Coffey's firing, Hudson said,
"It's a local decision if that's what they want to do." I agree with Representative Verner. We are 100% behind our local elected officials.
A workshop to discuss Coffey's fate will be held January 14th.
Do you believe in Santa Claus? Flagler Beach does.
St. John's has been like Santa Claus to us.
Flagler Beach City Manager Larry Newsom said he went to St. John's Water Management District recently to apply for a grant.
We actually applied for a grant to help improve stormwater in Flagler Beach for $500,000, add more swells to take care of some of the stormwater issues more so along Central and other roadways.
Newsom said that Flagler Beach was on the short list to receive the grant, and he wanted to thank St. John's. Newsom said the grant does not require that Flagler Beach match the money, as so many grants do. He said it's just a 100% grant to the city. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Flagler County's annual Snowfest draws a large crowd. Tony Magoo has the story.
Snowfest was this past Saturday at Town Center, and everyone had a terrific time. Hey, Jordan, what did you do?
Those snowballs are my friend.
No rain, just the right kind of weather for a snowfest, right, Joe?
Here it's snowing in Palm Coast, as you see. A lot of kids are enjoying it. First time they've ever seen snow, so it's a phenomenal event, and we probably got about 3 times the attendance that we had last year.
That's Joe Mullins, one of the main sponsors and organizers for the second annual Flagler County Snowfest presented by the Joe Mullins Companies. Proceeds from Snowfest go to the Flagler Education Foundation. Joe, who helped you with funding?
This is Shimento Law, Flagler Broadcasting, Douglas Properties, and, of course, Mullins Management.
2 giant snow slides, snow fields, entertainment, food, arts and crafts, kids zone inflatables, and a whole lot more. The kids, many of them having never seen snow in their lives, were having a great time. It's just growing, Joe, isn't it?
I think it's going to grow even bigger, and we're probably going to have to look for a bigger spot because if this continues, we'll probably have around 10,000 people show up.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.